Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the MaxCD Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start this episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
What up, boss? Welcome to the MaxCD Morning Show.
Hey everybody, Keith Simpson here from Norel Toyota. We support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and that's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
All right, and we're back. Big shout out to Norel Toyota, title sponsor for the show. Thank you, Fad, Nimmer, Keith, all the boys and girls down at Norel for sponsoring the show. We definitely appreciate your support. Now, as you can tell, we are not on the normal set of the MaxCD Morning Show. If you watched our YouTube exclusive, you know what's going on here, so I'm not going to repeat it. If you don't know what's going on here, go check out the YouTube exclusive of me and Tanner. That being said, let's get on with the show. As you know, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So on that note, sir, can you please reintroduce yourself to the people at home?
Great. Well, thanks a lot for the opportunity to be here first, Elliot. But Jay Falcone. Been in Fort McMurray about 38 years now. I work at one of the oil sand plants in the pension and benefits area and human resources. And I also facilitate the financial literacy program at the Multicultural Association of Wood Buffalo.
There you go. And you're a chef as well?
Yeah, we've done a few shows over the last few weeks. And
That's right.
yeah, really enjoy those. So hopefully we continue to do those.
We will. We definitely will. So we're in a new set, as you can see. We don't have a kitchen here, so that's why we're not cooking today. But you and I, we're discussing some different options on cooking.
Right.
So definitely next time we get together, we're going to do some cooking. So before I cut off a conversation that we were having right before we started filming because I wanted to get your take on this.
Right.
So we were talking about the movie Chef with Jon Favreau.
Right.
You've seen it?
Seen bits of it.
Oh, you haven't seen the whole thing?
I haven't seen all of it.
Really? You should go watch the whole thing. So there's a scene in the movie, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about, is he makes a grilled cheese sandwich in the movie, and it has 5 different types of cheeses in it.
Wow.
And I bought all of these cheeses. I bought the sourdough bread. I tried to cook it at home.
Right.
And it was good, but it wasn't as good as what I think it could be. Then we had a chef on the show who works at Earl's, and he made it for me.
Wow. Totally different, right?
Totally different. Killer. So I was like, I wonder if you know about this grilled cheese sandwich, because you seem like a guy, if you saw this sandwich, you'd be like, yeah, I'm going to make that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because at some restaurants now, they have it as a feature item because people want to go back to, their childhood experiences and have just a nice grilled cheese sandwich.
That's
and, right. I hear lots of people like that, right?
That's right.
So,
well, this was an expensive ordeal. Like, for me to buy all of the cheeses and then buy the bread, it was $50.
Yeah. Well, cheeses are expensive.
Cheeses are expensive. Right? Now, like, the sandwich itself wasn't $50, and I got a good use out of all the cheese down the road.
Right.
But initially, it's a $50 investment to make the sandwich. It's crazy. Yeah. So let's talk about investments. That's a good segue on my behalf.
Yeah, let's talk about
financial literacy. Tell me a little bit about that. So you got some courses coming up, and what's it all about?
Yeah. So as you know, the Multicultural Association of Wood Buffalo, we sponsor a financial literacy program twice a year.
Right.
And we do level 1 and level 2.
Yeah.
So it's coming up to that time of the year again. So we're starting on April 16th. Okay. That's in a few weeks. Yeah. We're starting level 2. Okay. And then April 21st, which is a Tuesday night, we're starting level 1.
Okay, so people have already done the level 1. Now they're getting level 2.
Yeah.
And then...
Or some people go straight to level 2.
Oh, really?
Some people want to just do both at the same time, which I don't think you should do because there's a bit of homework involved.
That's right.
But there's some people that do that. But so we're starting that again. Now, during COVID, we actually, other than March of 2020, That offering we canceled because everything was closed.
Right.
But even throughout COVID, we've been having the live sessions at the Keanu Theater with masks and everything.
Yeah.
And we've had, not the full amount of people because, people are a bit apprehensive. But
Right.
now this is the first time since COVID is hopefully gone and things are open. So we're hoping for a lot of people to come out.
Yeah.
And if you think about, Elliot, during COVID, lots of people, different things happened around finances.
That's right. Yeah.
Some people may have lost their jobs. Some people are in a new job, right? Some people realized, hey, I didn't do very well planning my finances,
Right.
emergency funds, that type of thing.
That's right.
So if you want to get, your financial affairs in order,
Yeah.
you got to sign up for our financial literacy program.
No doubt.
And so level 1 is more the basics, things like banking, budgeting, income taxes, credit, insurance. We do a little bit of investments.
Right.
But don't let the word basic underestimate the program because
That's
a lot
right.
of people that come, they don't really know about taxes. They don't know about budgeting. So it's really good for even folks that have a bit of knowledge around finances.
Yeah.
So that's level 1. And then level 2 is more we get into, we blow out the investments. Okay. So we do things like understanding the value of money, your core values, putting together financial goals, determining where you are financially today.
Right.
And then we get into the investments. So how to pick stocks, how to evaluate private deals, right? So if someone comes to you with, hey, I got an idea. Well, how do you know if that's good or bad, right? Real estate. We spend a couple of weeks on real estate.
Okay.
Then we do multiple streams of income. As you know, YouTubers, TikTokers.
Yeah.
There's money to be made on the internet, as
That's
you
right.
know. There's network marketing. And then we had to add, of course, over the last few years, cryptocurrencies because people were saying, well, hey, what's this all about?
Really?
Yeah. So,
Wow.
so if you think about it, in level 2, you get just a great range of, you'll get enough information that you can focus then on whatever types of investments, do some more learning about the ones that you like. And so we found level 2 really, really good.
Okay, very neat. That's cool.
And guess how much it costs?
How much? $100.
No.
$200.
No.
How much?
Actually, it's literally free because
okay.
if you think about it, we charge $25 just to register.
Right.
But we give it back to you if you attend 80% of the classes.
Nice.
And the only reason we do that, Elliot, is what we found is sometimes people would sign up.
That's right.
And then life happens and they just don't come for the rest of the session.
That's right.
And we've had waiting lists, so you're really taking up a spot. So
That's right.
And I think 90% of the people so far have gotten their money back.
That's right.
So it's literally free. So, it's a really good program that the the Multicultural Association has been putting on for 8 years.
Yeah.
Right? And who knows when the funding things change that they won't be able to do it. So here's a good opportunity to participate in that and get it. So again, level 1 is going to be April 21st, and it goes 8 weeks, Tuesday nights from 7 to 9.
Right.
And level 2 goes 10 weeks, and it starts April 16th.
Right.
7 to 9, same thing.
Right.
Okay.
Very cool.
And we give you material. We give you a little bit of homework so that you can apply what you learn.
Yeah.
But really good feedback from the participants at the end of the program that their financial literacy has increased quite a bit. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, listen, I got the signal from Tanner that he's ready with his MaxCD Minute questions. So Tanner, hit him with the MaxCD Minute. But first, we got to give a big shout out to the sponsor for the MaxCD Minute. Big shout out to MIB. They moved us into our new location. To say they were professional is an understatement, and so they are the sponsor to the MaxCD Minute.
We literally would not be here without you.
Literally. Thank you, MIB. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro. Or hit him, not intro. Hit him with the MaxCD Minute.
I can hit him with the intro if you want.
Yeah, that's right.
Question number 1 for you. What is one thing you'd love to learn to cook that you can't yet?
Oh, that's a good question. I think, have you heard of paella?
No.
paella is a Spanish dish, and it's made with rice.
Okay.
And it's got a combination of seafood, chicken, chorizo, which is sausage, and it's almost it's not the equivalent, but it's like a risotto. It's like a jambalaya.
Sounds like a jambalaya to me.
Yeah, but it's more of a Spanish, and they make it in pans like huge like this. And I remember once having it. I can't remember where it was. I think it was either in Venezuela or Colombia, but they came out with this huge thing, and I kind of just ordered it for myself.
Yeah.
And I ended up, eating a lot of paella and then taking home, and I think I ate it over the next 3-4 days. So, but that's one dish that I'd like to learn how to make.
Question number 2. What is one thing you've learned about yourself from teaching other people?
Oh, that's a good question. What's one thing I've learned about myself? I think it's relating experiences in a way that individuals can relate to themselves, right? Like I always try to put myself in other people's shoes, but I try to, because, for example, at the financial literacy program, we have people from all over the world that come because it was geared initially to newcomers.
Right.
So it's kind of how do you teach individuals those type of things, bringing them to a level where they're at.
Yeah.
And using your own life experiences that hopefully it translates for them.
Right.
Question number 3. What is one dish from movies or television that you would want to try the most?
Good question.
One dish from movies or television that I would like to try the most. You know what? Creme brulee.
You've never tried a creme brulee?
I've never tried a creme brulee. I've seen it.
Shout out Original Joe's. They have one. You can
Really?
get one at Original Joe's downtown.
I've seen it in television. I've seen how they crack the top. I've seen people love it, but I've never had it.
Fun fact, did you know that is actually a cold dish?
As opposed to a
warm dish. Like, it's not hot when you eat it.
Yeah.
The first time I had it, I was expecting it to be warm.
Because it's dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I've had it, and I was just going to talk about like the texture of it. It's not what you think. It's delicious.
And they serve it almost in it's like a little pot,
That's
right?
correct.
It's almost like, it looks like French onion soup when you kind of look at it.
So you'd assume
until it'd
be warm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm shocked. All right, good question.
Question number 4. What is one way you like to be irresponsible with your money?
Oh. Wow.
Nice question.
Jeez. Irresponsible with my money.
How do you have fun with it?
Well, I love to eat.
Okay.
Okay. So I love going to places that have like 4, 5, 6-course meals. Okay. And then trying something that I've never tried before.
Right. Right. Okay.
And your final question. What is one fact about yourself the viewers would be shocked to find out?
Shocked? Or, okay. Well, here's a story. Not a story, it's real life. When I was in junior high, I was actually going to be a biologist. That's what I thought I was going to be.
Okay. So
I loved animals. And then I found out in Biology 30 that it included plants. So then I wanted to be just a zoologist. But I took a taxidermy course when I was in junior high.
Okay.
From Omaha, Nebraska, back in, this would have been the 70s, a long time ago. And I remember getting the lessons, and then I remember going out and having to buy a pigeon because that was our first task.
Yeah.
And stuffed a pigeon. So I became a certified taxidermist when I was in grade 9. Okay. And I at home would buy all these glass eyes, and my parents thought I was just nuts. I'd have formaldehyde all over the place. So I went through the program, and I had to send pictures. And then what was interesting is during junior high, friends of my class would bring me their dead budgies.
Yeah.
one person brought me their dog, and I said, "Listen, I can't do that." But so I was actually a certified taxidermist as a junior high kid.
And those have been your 5 questions.
That
Thank
was
goodness.
the best. What a great story. Wow. Did you have the camera on my face at all there with my jaw drop?
Yeah, I did at the end there, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That is so cool. What a great side hustle as a young child. And so is this something that like you after have you
I
went
didn't
any further
pursue
with it?
after I got to high school.
Yeah.
Didn't do it, but in junior high and high school, when it came to again stuffing animals,
Yeah.
the other thing that we did, which was really cool, was that if we once we went on a field trip. This
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in grade 9 along the North Saskatchewan River Valley,
Right.
and we found a dead lynx. Okay?
Oh, nice.
So it was half decomposed and all
Yeah.
that. So we put it in a bag. We took it to school.
Yeah.
And then my science teacher said, "Okay, Jay, we're with my help,
Yeah.
we're going to take all the meat out,
Yeah.
and we're going to build the
Yeah.
skeleton from the ground up."
Oh, neat.
So did that, and
Yeah.
then at home I would do my own. So I did
Yeah.
a chicken,
Yeah. Yeah.
I did a rabbit.
Right.
But I just found it really interesting
Yeah.
to be doing that.
That's right.
And it was almost like doing a jigsaw puzzle
Right.
combined with a 3D thing, right? Because
Yeah.
what we would do is get a picture of the skeleton from some science book.
That's right.
And then you're looking at the bones and trying to put it together.
That's right.
And you would build it up, and you would use just wire
That's right.
to hold the bones
Yeah, yeah,
together.
yeah.
And you were building this thing up till the end. So it was really
Yeah.
cool.
And then like
I like stuffed animals, but not that much.
yeah. That's funny. But yeah, you see like dinosaurs when you go look at dinosaurs and stuff,
Yeah.
and they've taken all
Exactly.
the fossils and they've constructed it into what you see. Like you look at that and it's awe-inspiring. You're just like, how the heck did they do that?
My uncle did that with a whale skeleton.
Really?
Yeah, he's a paleontologist, and so he reconstructs skeletons like that on the like as a career, and so he's done things for like Royal Tyrrell Museum and
Wow.
different museums across Canada and across the world. He's been on the Discovery Channel a few times, but yeah, he recreated a whole whale that they went and got off the coast of BC. And same thing with wire and putty, they had to recreate everything, and then what wasn't there, they had to resculpt and build.
Oh, it's exactly.
Wow.
And it's the same when you do taxidermy. There's parts of maybe the fur that doesn't come out right, so you got to build it. So it's almost like taxidermy. What you're talking about, Tanner, it's like an art,
Yeah.
right? But it's
Yeah.
so interesting because you learn so much about the animal, the habitat,
Yeah.
and it was just inspiring for me, right? So
Very cool. So you're taking this, you have an interest in animals, obviously, like a very deep interest in like this.
right.
How the heck do you transition into human resources?
Okay, good question. So, like I said, once I got to high school and I realized that biology had to do with plants, it was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Used to like watching Jacques Cousteau and all those things, but I thought, okay, what kind of career can I have in that? That's what it all boiled down to.
Oh, so you
and-
were very career driven even as a
Well, I was thinking, okay, what
Yeah.
is this going to pay the bills, right? Type
Right,
of thing,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Not to say that you shouldn't go after your passions, but and that's why I went into business and then into accounting and then of course into HR.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow, fascinating. This is, and we talked about this. The guests, we should start filming like behind the scenes. Like we talked about this before in regards to, I love when guests come back again and again and again, because then we have random conversations that I think are the coolest.
Right.
And because you spent so much time with me and Tanner now, like we're really getting to know you as like an individual, which that's the whole reason I do this show, is like get to know people. So that is such a cool story. Thanks for putting us down that rabbit hole, Tanner.
Yeah.
It's one of my 5 things.
There you go. So listen, unfortunately, that's the end of the show. So as you are fully aware, you get a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the camera, the lights, and the mic. Have fun.
Well, I got to put the shout out for the financial literacy program, right? Like I said, who knows when that will change. So, make sure that if you want to register, just go on the website at the Multicultural Association of Wood Buffalo. go into level 1, level 2. If you have questions about which one I should go into, give us a call and we'll, give you some direction. But sign up because the classes do fill up fast. So, and hope to see you out there.
There you go. Awesome. Well, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Max City Morning Show. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Noral Toyota, and our Max City Minute sponsor, MIB Moving. We do appreciate your guys' support, so thank you very much. For everybody else at home, I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boss.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.